Hi, I'm Kurt Dolan. We are in Malawi, Africa. Today's June 1st, 2023. We do a site inspection tour every year. We want to make sure that the funding that comes in goes to the people who need it most. We specialize in the most difficult places to reach. And this is indeed one of those villages. We're high in the mountains of Cholo district, and this family group has lived in this area for over 100 years, and they've never had clean water. This was installed just 10 months ago in August 26, 2022, last year, and they've had the benefit of clean water for 10 months. So I just want to thank John Stamos today for making this happen over 30 years ago. So there's a real backstory to this, which is kind of fun. I was working for a humanitarian agency, and my good friend Eddie Braun came to me and said he had 3 friends that wanted to do something in Africa. And I said, okay. I went and met Charlie Sheen, and Carrie Elways was a part of it, and John Stamos. So we're actually dedicating this borehole to John Stamos because of that vision that Eddie had, and the fact that he got those guys together, funded our first trip here in 1994. And what we discovered was the terrible scourge and slavery of water poverty. So in 1996, we did our first water well, and we saw the joy that it brought. Women were walking great distances with heavy buckets on their head, no visible water source to no visible village. And so we just began to peck away, and it developed into what now is Water Wells for Africa. So we're thankful to not only Eddie Braun, who was a catalyst for that, but Charlie Sheen, John Stamos, Carrie Elways. Thank you guys so much for believing in the vision that Eddie had. This now, next year will be 30 years. At the end of this year, we'll have more than 500 boreholes that we've put in places like this, helping probably 500,000 people every single day have the very first clean water they've ever had. So we have a water committee here, been talking to them about it, and they had to build a road here. There's no road to this place, so they said, we're so happy, it's a dream come true. We worked hard, we got everybody together, built the road in here. They were getting water way down the valley. It's dirty. They're sick all the time. There's been a cholera epidemic in Malawi, which has really stretched their medical resources. And then they had the horrible Cyclone Freddy, which was the worst cyclone in the history of the Southern Hemisphere. But there is no cholera in this village. They told me that someone died over the hill from cholera, but in this place, no. And they were going as family groups to the clinic 3 to 4 times a month from waterborne sickness. They don't go for that anymore. Maybe they go for headaches, a little malaria. So they're pretty excited. And on their way down, they're washing clothes. The women are so excited just for the hygiene aspect of it. They said we can get 4 and 5 buckets of water a day, and they're only getting 1 of dirty water. So this borehole here is going to change this community for decades, generations to come. We know that with our program and our protocol in place, that these last over 30 years. So we know that this is going to be a much brighter future for this entire community. So not only I want to thank Eddie Braun, but I also want to thank John Stamos and for the vision that you had and the belief in Eddie, and just the fact that this has grown to such an amazing nonprofit that really has been a spearhead in reaching people that really need water the most. So thank you, John. Appreciate it. Whether you know it or not, you've been a big inspiration to all of us for a long time. Thank you so much.